It begins again.
So here we are, deployment. We're playing Nova Missions round 2, so that's Big Guns Never Tire with table quarters and objectives. So we have the Salamander deployment, Rhino last class, Razorback last class, Rhino, Thunderfire Cannon, Talent Attachment, Rhino, Thunderfire Cannon, and Scouts. And we have the Eldar deployment, Autark with Wave Serpent, Warp Spiders, Wave Serpent, Wave Serpent. Over here we have, looks like Rangers and Harlequins. And on top of turn 1. Okay, Salamanders, turn 1 went as follows. Thunderfire Cannons shot into the Warp Spiders and Exarchs, or Autark, killed about 5 Warp Spiders. The Chapter Master uses Orbital Bombardment to shoot at the Wave Serpent, put 1 whole point in. The Shield Drones finished it off. So the Dire Avengers here emergency disembarked. Everything else shot and pretty much whiffed and moved up here with this unit. Rhinos are advancing, and we'll go to Eldar turn 1.
This turn, I moved my Autark up over into the ruins to hopefully take on the Tech Marine, keep him from shooting anymore. Moved the Dire Avengers into the ruins. Wave Serpent moved over here, popped off a shot at the Scouts, took out 2 of them. My other Serpent came around the side, took out the Stern Guard's Razorback, and managed to take out 2 of them in the explosion. The Harlequins moved up and did a whole point on the Razorback before it blew, and Rangers did a whole lot of nothing, shooting at the Stern Guard and not doing any kind of damage. Warp Spiders put 2 whole points on the Rhino and then hopped out of the ruins, and that's it.
Alright, we're going to top of turn 2. Okay, top of turn 2, Marines turn. We had some Marines jump and bail out here to try to bubble wrap the Thunderfire Cannon from the Autark. We had shooting from the Thunderfire Cannon into the Harlequins, which subsequently caused them to fall back. They've got a little snake eyes to regroup. Put a glance over there on that Wave Serpent from the Riptide shooting. Rhinos moved up, giving some shield there to the drones, keep them out of line of sight. The Chapter Master failed his charge, so he's kind of stuck there, but he's hopefully going to come in and do some damage if he decides to stick around. The Storm Talent came in, fired the Harlequins, which also helped them to break. I believe that is it for Marines turn 2.
Alright, Wave Serpent moved up. Wave Serpent moved up. Both of them took shots at the Storm Talon. Managed to get it down to 1 whole point. Rangers shot at the Stern Guard in cover, managed to take out 2 of them. Warp Spiders warped over, lost 1 due to dangerous terrain. Took out the last whole point on the Rhino, assaulted into the Marines that came out, managed to take out 1 of them, but they held. Dire Avengers moved up a little bit using battle focus, took shots on the 5-man squad of Marines that popped out of the Rhino on this side, took out all the sergeant there, and the Autark hopped over the Marines that were bubble wrapping the Tech Marine, took a shot with a fusion gun, missed, charged, managed to get 1 instant death kill with the Shard of Benares. I forgot to do my shooting with them.
Oh, let's go ahead and get a roll shooting on these.
Okay, so we're in ruins, covered. Warwalkers popped in, shot their scatter lasers, took out 5 of them.
Yeah.
Then assaulted, managed to take out another one, and the crew remarkably held, and that's where we're sitting.
All right, let's go to Marine turn 3. Okay, that was Marine turn 3. Over here we had some shooting at the Autarch, and the Chapter Master tried to join into an assault with the Marines. He totally whiffed on the Autarch, and he was able to hit and run out. So he's in the middle over here. Looks like he's going to go after my Rhino. Over here, the Warwalkers finally killed off the crew, ran them down. Snipers are trying to move to the objective. Over here, we have a slap fight going on. The Warp Spider Exarch was not able to hit and run out. The Riptide and his unit killed the Wave Serpent down over there. His Dire Avengers bailed out, killed a couple there. Storm Talon whiffed completely at the same Wave Serpent. Storm Talon over there came on and shot at the Rangers, killing 2. And that is where we are now. Am I missing anything? Alright, this is good at Eldar turn 3.
Alright, so Dire Avengers shot at the Riptide squad, did a whole lot of nothing. This group of Dire Avengers shot at the last Space Marine Sergeant, took him out. The Wave Serpent maneuvered with its back to the wall, shot at the Storm Talon, took it out. Rangers were gone to ground, didn't do anything. Autarch had hopped up here to the middle, jumped over the Rhino, shot it to the front, did a whole point on it. The Warwalkers finished it off. Everybody charged in, managed to take out all but 2 of the Space Marines in the squad. Autarch hit and ran, jumped back on top of the objective. A whole lot of nothing going on here, and Swooping Hawks came in, dropped a bomb on the scouts, forced them to run, and ended up getting intercepted by the Riptide. Took them down to 2 models. They charged the Tech Marine, and his Flamer took care of the rest of them.
All right, let's go to top of turn 4 for Marines. Okay, so that was Marine turn 4. Over here we had Marines running into cover, capture that objective. Chapter Master made his charge into this combat and completely, well, he didn't actually whip. He cost 2 pins. One was an explosion, but he had made both his 5 up and 1 saves on the walkers. The Marines missed with the cracks. Over here, slap fight continues. Over here, Riptide actually, and the drones, made I think about 5 wounds on the Autarch, who only failed 1. Ignores cover. Over here, Thunderfire Cannon killed 1. He's spaced out excellently. Storm Talon fired in the rear of that Wave Serpent, doing 1 glance. And that is it for my turn. Let's see what happens on Eldar turn 4.
So we had some Rangers shuffling around, moving a little bit, getting in range of the objective. Moved some up so that they could take shots at the tactical squad that's no longer there. They didn't really do much. The Wave Serpent pulled in, finished them off. Over here, we moved Dire Avengers over into this ruins, kind of consolidating forces a little more. Both squads shot at the Riptide unit and only took out a missile drone. Slap fight continues there in the middle. Over here, the Autarch shot at and assaulted the scouts, removed them from the table, and Chapter Master exploded both of the Warwalkers, removing them and consolidated forward.
Alright, let's go to Marine turn 5. Okay, so Marine turn 5. The Storm Talon took a 6-inch suffer, fired everything into the rear of the Wave Serpent, banging it down and exposing the Dire Avengers. Over here, the Riptide had a big blast on this squad of Dire Avengers, as well as smart missile pods and the missile drone, killing off, I believe, all but 1 of that squad. You still need to do a leadership check on that, right?
Already passed.
We already did? Passed? Over here, I don't even want to talk about that. Over here, Chapter Master, everybody came in, he challenged, and Chapter Master finally killed him off with a Thunder Hammer. And I believe that is it for notable events this turn. Let's go to bottom of turn 5 for Eldar.
Alright, so Dire Avengers pulled up, battle focused, shot at the Stern Guard, wiped him out. Rangers shot at the Storm Talon, didn't do anything. Had a single Dire Avenger in a squad take a pod shot at the Riptide, managed to do a wound to it. And then the 6-man squad here did the same and pulled off another wound. That single Dire Avenger charged and got wiped off the table. Warp Spider finally failed an armor save.
Finally.
And squad consolidated that way, and that looks like it was it.
Yep. Let's see if it goes on for turn 6, sir. It does on a fly. Okay, so Marine turn 6, Riptide shot a bit pie plate over there at the Dire Avengers, as well as his smart missile pods, killing all of them. Storm Talon continued to shoot at the scouts, killing, I believe, 3. Chapter Master shot at one remaining Dire Avenger, he's one left, so he finished that unit off. Over here, Tactical Marine shot into the Dire Avengers and missed all of it, or made 3 wounds and he saved all of them. So, looks like right now, as it stands, we both have 1 objective, and table quarters might be up for grabs as well.
So, bottom of round 6 for Eldar. Took pod shots with 3 of the Rangers on the Riptide, didn't really do anything. The Dire Avengers took shots on the Space Marines, who passed their leadership with insane bravery. And that's where we end. Dire Avengers kind of shuffled towards the objective, but they're not going to make it because of the contesting. So that's it.
So we both have 1 objective.
1 objective.
Here, Rangers are there behind the room.
Back there.
Secondary objectives were the First Blood, Mindbreaker, and Slay the Warlord, of which Salamanders and Tau have 3, and I have 0. Tertiary would have been table quarters, but looks like we didn't have to go that far.
Yeah.
So thoughts on the game, Brian?
This was a great game. Actually did a little better than I thought I would do against the Marines and Tau allies. I'll admit I was a little more prepared for Tau than I was for Marines. So
there's no list tailoring going on.
You know, yeah, there's well, I'll say this. This list is very close to the same list that I brought to Ancient City Con. The main difference being I swapped out the Warp Spiders for a Nightwing. And that's really the main difference between this list and the one that I played at the annual tournament. So I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. The Dire Avengers can really kick out an insane amount of firepower. It's just dealing with the high armor saves that make it pretty tough. And they'll get a few squeaking in, but again, something with 5 wounds, it's just horrible. The Tau ignoring cover was a real pain for Eldar, which I expected it to be. I thought there would be more marker lights, but the Riptide alone with ignores cover is very vicious.
Twin Link from the commander, BS3, Twin Link,
yeah,
no need for marker lights.
Strength 7, AP1, large blast, it just wipes out entire squads. And, I was going to bring jet bikes, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't because they would have gotten wasted even faster than the Dire Avengers.
Wave Serpent's pretty good at downing flyers, right?
Wave Serpent's very good at downing flyers. That's the only reason I didn't bring the Nightwing was because I had 3 of them. I thought that would be enough. They managed to take out 1, plus a whole slew of infantry models, so I'm pretty happy with that. Whether they earn their points back or not, I don't know. I think it's pretty much a wash there. This was a lot closer than I thought it would be. I thought it would definitely go in Tony's favor here.
Especially with all the types we had, assault-wise. There's 2 combats that went for like 3 rounds apiece. Ridiculous. Like how the Thunderfires work. They're obviously champs. The Marine and Tau combo with the Commander is just insane, especially with turn 1. That's how I got first blood with Twin-Linked Orbital Bombardment.
Yeah.
So kudos to that. I like Brian's list a lot. Take a full overview over here. We've got Swooping Hawks and Dire Avengers. I love the X-Art. Oh, the Altart conversion. Riding a freaking dinosaur. Warwalkers. Pretty balanced list. I like it a lot. So that's it for Marine Tau versus Eldar. Thanks for watching.